It's a morning show, for God's sake.
DJ Envy.
Better known as the people's choice. And salute to all my light-skinned brothers out there.
Jess Hilarious.
Jess with the worldwide best. Jess don't do no lying.
And Charlamagne the God.
Donkey today.
Everybody come to the Breakfast Club. I call this the hot seat.
Yo, Breakfast Club is like being on America's front porch.
Don't feel like my rich cousins that never talk to me tonight.
Every time I go to the Breakfast Club, I know it's gonna be like a good morning.
I'm getting
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Jessica Robin Moore.
What's up, y'all?
Peace to the planet. It's Friday. Good morning. DJ Envy is not here today. It's just myself, Charlamagne the God, and Jess Hilarious. Jess, how you feel this morning?
I feel good. I actually got enough sleep. I do fly out today right after the show because you know I got to be in Louisville, Kentucky this weekend for shows. How was the field trip yesterday, Dad?
The field trip was cool. I mean, it's just one of those field trips like, you know, for my 8-year-old where we walked to like the library.
Oh, wow?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, so you walk from the school to the library. I was just one of the chaperones for the kids.
Oh, I know you was real happy. You was in there reading them kids your book.
You know, no, I wasn't, but you know what's so crazy? You walk to the library, but the kids didn't check out no books.
Oh, my gosh.
So
did they read books in the library?
Now they did like scavenger hunts where they had to find different books in the library, but I'm like, yo, if the kids are seeing books that they like, let them check the books out. That should be part of the field trip experience.
No, for sure.
It wasn't. But it was cool.
That's what's up. I can see him in there now. Y'all gotta get my book, Get Rich or Die Broke. What is it?
Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks, which will be in stores May 21st. But no, they're not ready for that shit.
Exactly.
No, they young adults. Young adult books.
I bet it was fun.
I be trying to point them towards the Judy Blume and Beverly Clearly, but that's not what they are. Yeah, they got their own things that they into.
Okay.
What's the comedy club you at this weekend?
Louisville Comedy Club.
Okay.
So I will be there. Shout out to the radio station there. I think it's 93.1.
Yes, real 93.1.
92?
93.1.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Yes.
All right, real 93.1. I will be there today, y'all. We got 2 shows tonight and 2 shows tomorrow night. Can't wait to see y'all. I ain't been to Louisville in a minute. And they said that I said it right because it's Louisville. I was calling it Louisville the first time I went. They was
that's definitely not right. I don't know who that woman is you call. Okay, and that is not what that city is called.
Oh my God! Okay.
Today we got the legend Kadeem Hardison. He'll be here at 7 o'clock this morning.
Hey,
yes, right. He actually got a new line of glasses.
Yes.
Finally, the Dwayne Wayne glasses. He's selling them, but he'll be here to talk about that. And I think he's on the season finale of Grown Fish, and he's on The Chi this season.
The Chi, yeah.
So we'll talk to Kadeem Hardison. And my man John Hope Bryant will be here at 8 a.m. You know, financial literacy conversations are always important, and John Hope Bryant is one of the best at doing those. So he'll be here to talk about that. And we got front page news coming up next.
We do.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is off today. Now it's time for front page news. Salute to the Pacers and the New York Knicks for advancing to the second round of the NBA playoffs. The Knicks beat the 76ers, Pacers beat the Bucks, and now they will be playing against each other. I got the Knicks going to the Eastern Conference Finals to get beat against the Boston Celtics. But the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, that's enough for New York to throw a parade. Dropping the clues bombs for the Knicks, damn it. You see how they act when they win one game in the first round. So imagine how they're going to act when they go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And tonight, Cleveland plays Orlando at 7 o'clock. The Clippers play the Mavericks at 9:30 p.m. Just hilarious. What do we have in front page news?
Before we get there, I really wish that I watched basketball. I really wish.
Turn the TV on.
First of all,
just turn off Tubi and just simply... Don't act like you wasn't indulging in Tubi.
I don't watch. That's not all I watch, Charlamagne. Okay. I have cable. Okay. And I watch other things too. I watch court shows. I watched the whole first season of Them last night. Shout out to Lil Marvin and Lena Waithe. That is a very good series. And season 2 just came out, so I had to get into season 1 again. And it was really good. Did you see the first season?
No.
Crazy. You didn't see the second season either, obviously.
No.
You have to. It's really good.
I haven't seen Them, They, none of the pronoun shows.
You are trying it. Okay, let's get straight into front page news then, since you're trying it. I'm telling Lena. Okay. Rebuilding Baltimore's bridge. So the latest on that is a spokesperson for Maryland Department of Transportation said the state plans to rebuild the Francis Scott Key Bridge. That bridge collapsed in March 26, as we know. The collapse of the bridge caused a shutdown for the port of Baltimore, which happens to be one of the busiest ports in the country. It should take about 4 years to rebuild the bridge. The state is expecting the bridge to be completed by fall of 2028. The estimated cost of the rebuilding is between 1.7 and 1.9 billion. That cost is a rough estimate since nothing has been confirmed yet, but that's around the number. And as cleanup and recovery from the collapse continues, authorities announced that last night they did recover the body of the 5th missing person.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the victim was identified as 49-year-old Miguel Angel Luna Gonzalez. We're sending thoughts and prayers to his family. And it's about 50,000 tons that still need to be removed, like as far as debris and everything else.
They ain't removing that debris. That debris gonna be sitting there forever.
I know.
They might 50,000 tons.
50,000 tons.
They not removing that. What's the reroute in Baltimore because the bridge is down?
Yo, I went there like 2 days ago to get day before yesterday to get my hair done.
And faux locks.
Traffic is faux locks. Look, you see them popping. And
good.
Look at my edges too. And they mine. They're not. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, it's all types of roads. East Baltimore, Perry Hall, like going into that area. I know he doesn't know this, guys, but all my Baltimore people listening, I know I feel for y'all. Traffic morning, noon, evening is crazy.
How much does that impose on people's commute? Like, does it add a lot of time?
It adds a lot of time to traffic. Yeah, even my stylist, her new shop is located in Perry Hall, so she would use that bridge, and now she said it's so backed up. Traffic is like an hour to 2 hours increased because of it's still ain't nothing like New York, but Baltimore, that's bad for them because we ain't never had that much traffic like that.
Yeah, y'all have to be dealing with that for the next 4 years too.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Got to leave the house earlier.
Absolutely.
That was Front Page News. We'll be back next hour with Front Page News. But right now it's time for Get It Off Your Chest. 1-800-585-1051. If you want to call up here and tell us why you're blessed, if you want to call up here and tell us, why you're upset about something, whatever you're feeling, you can feel your feels this morning. Just reach out and touch us right now. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up!
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Good morning. Who's this?
Charlamagne, this is Ashley from upstate New York.
Peace, Ashley. Jess Hilarious is here. Get it off your chest.
Good morning, girl.
Oh, my God. Good morning, Jess. Congratulations on the Breakfast Club and your baby.
Thank you, boo.
So I just wanted to get off my chest. Today is my 33rd birthday.
Hey, happy born day, boo-boo.
Girl.
Thank you. I got up extra early for y'all to call y'all. I'm probably about to wake up my kids because I'm super loud. But thank you for answering. I'm so excited.
No problem. What you doing today?
Not much.
You just got up real early, wake the kids up just to go back to sleep.
No, we about to get ready for school and stuff, but I just wanted to make sure I called in. Oh my gosh, I can't believe y'all answered.
You'll be there on a Friday and you're not doing nothing for your born day? Nothing? Not no dinner? Ain't nobody taking you to Red Lobster? Nothing?
I mean, I got some gifts yesterday, but I'll wait until my kids get out of school for vacation. I'm gonna take me a little solo vacation.
Oh,
that sounds good. Wow.
Tell me you're single without telling me you're single.
Damn. Okay, Ashley.
Don't worry, boo.
She probably single by choice because,
You single by choice?
My kids are young and, I don't want their father, so we good.
Oh, you don't want their father? Okay. Well, he don't want you either because he would have got you something for your birthday. But happy birthday anyway.
Oh, my God.
We are celebrating you.
Thank you for calling, Ashley.
I love you guys. Thank you.
We love you too. Happy born day. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, get it off your chest. Who's this?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shanti Das from Brown Liquor Podcast, where we discuss all things gayness, navigating life, relationships, and friendships, all while enjoying your favorite brown liquor drink. Charlamagne.
Yes, ma'am.
We were just at the Black Effect Podcast fest this past weekend, and it's just like you said, it really is a family reunion for all people that are in podcasting.
That's right.
It was such a beautiful event, y'all. We had so much fun. Jess, you looked beautiful with your little baby bump. You were glowing, girl. You looked so good.
Thank you, boo. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much for coming.
I just want to say that What you said, Charlamagne?
I said thank you very much for coming.
Yes, we had a good time. And I just want to say y'all need some resident lesbians for the show. Because Trav be representing for the men, but sometimes y'all be saying stuff that be a little wrong. Well, we want y'all to get it right for us lesbians, okay?
Well, call up here. We want y'all brown liquors to call up here.
First of all,
brown liquor.
That's what you call. It's not a double entendre. It's not like brown liquor and brown liquor.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. You got it right. It's a double entendre. Brown liquor. We're brown liquor drinkers, and of course, because we're lesbians, we're brown liquors.
I'm with you.
So it's BROWNLIQHER, available on all podcast platforms.
That's right. Y'all go like and subscribe to Brown Liquor Podcast. Thank you for coming to the festival. We see you next year.
Yes.
Yes, sir. You will see us next year.
And if you want to be a regular, just call in. That's what Trav does. Trav just calls in all the time.
Charlamagne, next time, smile in our picture. You gave us a little wince when I told you about my girlfriend answering the questions from Brilliant Idiots, but we want you to smile in our picture next time.
Well, I had just got some dental work done, and I didn't know what it looked like. I'm being honest. I didn't want to open my mouth all the way.
Girl, he don't never smile. He always look like a civil rights leader when he's taking pictures of anybody.
Not a civil rights leader.
Yes, girl. Jesus.
No, I really got some dental work. I didn't know what it would look like. But thank you for calling, Ashley. Get it off your chest, 1-800-585-1051. Call up right now. Tell us why you're blessed. Tell us why you're upset. Whatever you're feeling, you can express it right now in The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club. Get it up. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Good morning. Get it off your chest. Who's this?
What's going on, Shaw? This is Guy Riggs. What's going on, Jess?
What's going on? How are you, sir?
I'm cool, man. I was just jamming to that sitcom music, man. That's late. I like that.
Yeah, we play sitcom music while we have people on hold, not the same old boring, wait music.
Right, brought back some memories, man. I just want to tell you, man, I listen to you every morning, man, on the way home from work right now. I just put my 12 hours in, man. Got to do my diligence. I'm here. But I appreciate y'all, man. I want to know, can I start on my IG right quick?
Of course.
All right, man. Y'all follow me on IG at Rich Fatherhood. RICH Fatherhood, man, on all platforms, as far as Twitter as well.
I like that.
Follow me. It's my brand right there.
I like that.
Thank you.
You should actually send something to Kendrick so Kendrick can send something to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Because Kendrick say Drake don't know nothing about being a rich father.
I like that.
You know? I'm talking about rich as far as other things other than money.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's facts. I got motherhood too. Rich motherhood and rich childhood.
That's good.
Okay.
We appreciate that, brother.
All right,
y'all got to get Jess one too, man. Yeah, say less. I got you.
Send them up here. What size you in, Jess?
Now. Right now, first of all, now I wear a medium large, but it will be back down to small, but medium large right now.
What is a medium large?
A medium large is what I have on right now.
That's when you don't know what your back gonna do for the summer.
Like, I'm still growing right now. I'm a medium, but in a few days I could be a large. I don't know.
True. All right, good morning. Get it off your chest. Who's this?
Good morning.
Hey, girl.
Hey, it's Pie from the Top Podcast.
What's your name?
Pie. P-I-E. I'm the one that gave you the rug.
Oh, yes, Pie. Thank you. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Yes. I didn't even say you are so beautiful, girl. I wish I could be like you when I was pregnant with a six-pack. But I'm wondering, what did they be saying about the six-pack, girl? You are beautiful.
Thank you. You said, what did I do? What?
What did they be saying about your six-pack?
Oh, that I bought it.
Girl, I am done. When I seen your video yesterday, I was crying.
Yeah, girl. I don't just... I know. I don't just get online and scream at my camera. I be doing it the creative way, having fun with it. But, some things I don't address, but when I'm saying it a little too much and people just sitting here, like, I told y'all what I paid for. Abs wasn't in my package. I didn't pay for abs. So
yes, that is hilarious. And then also, I just wanted to tell everybody, so I am the one who did Charlamagne's face. Y'all can check me out on Facebook.
Whoa. No,
you did Charlamagne. You did Charlamagne makeup.
You did the rug.
Face.
You did the rug of my face.
Yeah.
Yes. People think I got cosmetic surgery. Yes. You can't just say I did his face.
Yes. I'm Charlamagne's esthetician. I
do. It's Deez Rugs. That's DEEZ. Space RUDZ on Facebook. Instagram is DEEZ RUGZ. Y'all check me out for custom rugs and wallpaper.
I'm gonna bring the rug in next week just so people can see it.
We need to see it.
Oh my God! Yes, you can also hang yours. I've been meaning to tell you. I've been posting it and everything on Instagram and tagging you, but I know you're busy. Everybody does that, so.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm gonna go look now.
Yes, please do.
Oh,
thank you very much. Appreciate you for coming to the second annual Black Effect Podcast Festival. So, do you draw your abs on? No, that's natural.
No, I do not draw my abs. What are you talking about? Do you see it drawn on?
I don't know.
No.
I'm just asking.
No, I have natural developed abs. No, I didn't. I don't do ab sketching or ab etching at all.
That doesn't mean you're gonna bounce back crazy.
Like, can't wait to get in the gym. But I do like little workouts, like little 30-minute prenatal workouts that you can still do without straining.
Okay.
Yes. Hello? Belly.
Good morning. Get it off your chest. Who's this?
Hey, this guy from the Bronx. What's good, Charlamagne?
I'm good, my brother. How are you, sir?
Everything good, man. I was wilding last night. I forgot I had to be to work this morning. Oh, what's good, Jess?
What's up? How you doing, brother?
Everything good. I said I was out wilding last night. I forgot I had to go to work today.
Damn, what you was out there doing? Smoking weed, drinking?
No, I don't do none of that. But I was at a Knicks game watch party, and we was out there wilding like we won the championship.
And see, people think I'm tripping when I say the Knicks are going to I think the Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're going to lose to Boston.
We're going to the finals.
No, y'all going to lose to Boston. We're going to lose. I like the Knicks too, but you're going to lose to Boston. Come on, let's be realistic here. You're not going to beat the Boston.
Listen, Porzingis is going to get hurt.
Okay.
And that's it. They done.
So Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday. Like, what are we talking about here? Okay, listen. But anyway, you're going to lose, but you're going to have a ball. They're going to throw a parade for the Knicks for going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, yeah, we're going to wild out.
That's right. Y'all going to have a good time.
All right, man.
Enjoy the day, my brother. That was Get It Off Your Chest. We do that every morning. Same bad time, same bad channel. If you ever want to call in, get something off your chest. Don't have to be anything negative. You know, it's all about feeling your feels. You want to get something good off your chest, you can do that. Get something bad off your chest, you can do that too. Now we got Jess With The Mess coming up next.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means she has nothing prepared. That means that she has a bunch of stories that she hasn't figured out which one she wants to do yet.
Because I have to do front page news this morning. I got to do Donkey of the Day. Yeah. I have to do so much this morning.
It's called radio. That's what you get for taking a job.
Right? What? Oh, my God.
Okay, we got Jess With The Mess when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Happy damn Friday, y'all. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is off today. And now it's time for Jess With The Mess.
News is real, brother. Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore. Just don't do no lies. She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Why you already look disgusted at your own news? You already shaking your head. What you saw?
Because as they reveal more details, I'm like, no, they did not put this girl through this. But we're going to get to that. First, we're going to get to Dirty Tay's sentence to 17 years. So Dirty Tay is I hate calling somebody that. His name is Kentavious Wright, and he's Lil Baby's artist. And back in August of 2022, Tay was arrested for allegedly shooting a 3-year-old boy and his father. Yeah. The toddler and his father were leaving a barbershop when a car pulled up next to them and started shooting. The toddler was shot in the head. Thank God the bullet was removed and he recovered. The hit was suspected to be a gang-related attack aimed at the toddler's father. He was reportedly arrested after a traffic stop. He was charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, first-degree cruelty to children, and violating the Georgia Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act, and more. His girlfriend was with him during the traffic stop when he was arrested, and she reportedly had the gun that belonged to Dirty Tay. Dirty Tay originally maintained his innocence. He told Instagram followers, "I'm innocent. The news is not always right. Don't bash me because of allegations." Even though he claimed to be innocent, he accepted a plea deal of 25 years. So he'll end up serving 17 years in prison and 8 years on probation.
I have no idea who Dirty Tay is.
Yeah, he's one of Lil Baby's artists, and that's his friend. So
yeah, I never heard a song.
I never heard a song.
Never heard of him ever.
Yeah, I just hate like little stories like this because they'll attach it to Lil Baby because that's his friend and artist and stuff. So I guess that's where they would get the clout of the story from because he's one of Lil Baby's artists.
And I hate finding out about rappers when situations like this happen. I should have heard of you. If you're a rapper, I should have heard of you because you rap.
Because your music. Yeah.
Not your rap sheet.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I like that, Lord. You know, you could have been a little rapper a little bit, but you're not. So, moving forward, Tamar's musical preference. So, listen, y'all, This took place in 2022, but y'all know it's one of those things as the time goes on. As time goes on, the world gets messier. So messy stuff circulates and it gets blown out of proportion. But people are giving Tamar a lot of feedback because during a show back in 2022, she was playing a game of this or that, and they asked her about her musical preference, and she was asked to choose between Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, and the fans are not happy with her answer.
Whitney or Mariah?
That was the next one, funny enough.
I've never been a huge Whitney fan like that. I'm not saying that I don't like her music. I'm not saying that she wasn't a phenomenal singer. I'm not saying her songs wasn't amazing. But for me, because you asked me a personal question, my personal preference will always be Mariah Carey. Period.
First of all, she don't got to explain all that.
Exactly.
It's her preference.
Yeah, yeah. And even, I was going to say, even at that, she explained it just so that it won't be news like it is today, but it resurfaced or whatever. But it's rumored that back in the day when Tamar was singing backup for Tony, Whitney noticed her and praised her, saying that she's an amazing singer. So people saw that and was confused, like, where is the love for Whitney? She never said she didn't love Whitney. She just prefers Mariah Carey. And she may relate to Mariah's vocals, you know, more than a Whitney.
She might just like Mariah bops better.
And
sometimes it ain't even that deep.
You know, because the discography of Mariah's catalog is great.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So she must love that. And it's also important to add that in a different conversation that Tamar had with Nick Cannon a couple years ago.
Don't ask Nick Cannon about no music.
First of all, no, it wasn't even about that. You know, okay. I'm the first one to say that.
Okay.
But he had asked asked her to name her top 5, and Whitney was her number 3. Mariah Carey her number 1. That's just her. That's her preference, and that's her favorite artist.
If somebody asks me who I like between Whitney and Mariah, I'm gonna say Mary J. Blige.
What?
So what that got to do with anything?
Oh my God!
I'm just saying, it's my personal preference.
I get it, but that wasn't even an option. So she wasn't an option. But all right, so let me ask you right now: Whitney or Mariah?
Out of Whitney and Mariah?
Yes.
I would probably go Whitney, just because I got bops from Whitney
and
that I like. I want to dance with somebody. Come on now.
Let's get it.
Come on now.
To me, I would say Whitney, and then I would say Mariah. I can't choose one. But Whitney will be first, and then Mariah. And then Mary J. Blige.
And we don't want to hear Mariah say nigga no more.
Oh my gosh, she ain't never say that anyway.
I know.
Don't try to play with her like that.
I know.
Real quick, let me get to this. SZA threatens to end shows early, so she was in Australia. And look, a lot of these celebrities are getting tired of this. Like, it's this thing now, and it has been for quite a period of time, where your fans are so excited to see you, they got to throw stuff on stage. Like, that kills me. But she was scheduled for 3 shows in Melbourne, and today was the second of 3. And she threatened to end to end the shows there because fans were showing crazy behavior. She had to stop the show to ask fans to stop. People were throwing stuff like shoes, cell phones, like what? Cell phones, all that. Hold on, what else? They just said other items, but yeah, throwing your shoes. How are you gonna? You just gonna walk back to your car barefoot?
Yeah, and at least throw something SZA want. Throw some sage on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
roll some
like
candles up there.
Yeah, not your phone. Your phone and your shoes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And then what if you hit her with that? Like,
well, I think they throw the phone because they want her to pick the phone up and then take a selfie and then throw it back. But nobody got time for all that.
But imagine 20 phones being thrown at you at once.
That's ridiculous.
You can crack your screen. You can do all of that. Like, how's she even gonna record?
I agree.
She reportedly said, if you throw something else, I will leave. Do not throw any cell phones up here. I'm a person. That's crazy. And as more videos circulated, fans called out other fans in Melbourne for being out of control. Ruined everything. So a lot of fans in Melbourne did not like it. Like, because it was like, damn, y'all messing it up for us, the people that's not throwing nothing on stage.
Yeah, don't be that much of a groupie that you're that excited to see your favorite artist that you just throwing random things at them.
So then it started like getting crazy. People started twerking in the aisles, doing handstands and fighting.
That's fine. Well, not the fighting, but the popping the poom poom on a handstand, twerking. That's what you're supposed to do at a concert. But what song SZA got for y'all to be doing all of that?
but SZA be doing that in the videos. She be having slow songs that she be twerking to in the videos.
Oh, if she does the record with Drake in Sexy Red, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm talking about other songs too.
What
like
other songs got that you can twerk and pop
on my mind? I forgot. It's called Good Days. She be big twerking in Good Days, and that's like a song that you can do ballet to.
Popping poom poom on a handstand? Oh, yeah. She ain't got none of them records, do she?
But SZA got the body, so she be just flaunting it. What's up?
Okay.
Yeah, she don't got really none of those, but Listen, if you got it, do it. And that is Jess with The Mess.
And her news is real, allegedly. We got front page news when we come back. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. It's time for front page news. That was Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought he was finished. Yes, Sixers, y'all are finished, okay? Knicks beat y'all last night, okay? The Pacers beat the Bucks. Knicks and Pacers will play each other in the second round of the playoffs. I predict the Knicks will beat the Pacers in the second round of the playoffs and face the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. They'll lose to the Celtics, but it doesn't matter. New York will still throw the Knicks a parade, okay? If you don't think the Knicks going to get a parade, if you think the Knicks will not throw themselves a parade if they go to the Eastern Conference Finals, you tripping. And it won't even be an official parade. Just the fans of the Knicks will line up in front of the Garden on 23rd Street and do it themselves. Because it'll be 24 years? I think like 24 years since they've seen the Eastern Conference Finals.
Don't look at me.
Yes. I'm pretty sure. 99, 2000, I think, was the last time the Knicks went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, congrats on that.
Oh, they haven't gone yet. They still got to beat the Pacers.
Oh, no, I'm saying congrats on the 24 years then.
Yes, if they beat the Pacers.
If they beat the Pacers, yes. Okay.
Jess with the Mess.
Yes. Breast cancer screening updates. So the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force has now recommended women get mammograms every other year starting at the age of 40. They should continue doing this until the age of 74. The last recommendation from 2016 was for women to begin screening at the age of 50. Starting at 40 was considered an individual decision rather than medical guidance, but now it's like a must-do for women starting at the age of 40. The recommendation applies to everyone assigned female at birth, including transgendered men, non-binary people at average risk of breast cancer, and people with a family history of breast cancer or dense breasts. The recommendation does not apply to people who already had breast cancer, people with genes who put them at high risk of having breast cancer, and people with a history of high-dose radiation therapy to the chest. For the list of people who aren't recommended to begin testing at 40, the USPSTF says they should follow plans set by a doctor.
40 seem late. 40 seem late nowadays. Because I know I have individuals who have been getting diagnosed with breast cancer
earlier
than 40. Yeah, like mid-30s.
Yeah. So actually, they can't tell you no if you go. Yeah. So I like that. It should be done earlier.
And don't y'all check often? Check for lumps often?
No. You know what? That's a good question, because I find that women don't start checking until they have issues, which is bad. So I think that it should be starting at like 30 to 35, because I've had friends and family who they've gone because they feel certain pain, sharp
like
pains,
a lump in their chest.
And then you go and you find out it's something. And yeah, you're right. That is way before 40. So it should actually even start in your 30s. I would say. Yeah, and I think a lot of that is can be accredited to diet and everything. Like, you just never know the things that we put in our body. Yeah. So I got time for one more story?
Yes, you do.
All right. So the elderly is being scammed. I did not know that this many. First of all, I didn't know that they considered you old over the age from 60 and up. But
you start getting free pancakes at IHOP at 55.
I'm going for real.
Yeah, I think you start getting the AARP around your 50s too now.
Yeah, but I don't really consider that. Oh, I don't know. Well, either way, the FBI revealed that Americans over the age of 60 lost $3.4 billion in 2023 due to scams.
Damn.
That's an 11% increase from the $3.1 billion lost in 2022. There was also a 14% increase in complaints filed with the FBI by elderly victims. Over 100,000 complaints were filed with the FBI by people over 60. The average dollar was lost $33,915, and almost 6,000 people lost more than $100,000. Tech support fraud was the #1 crime used to defraud the elderly.
What do they call elderly though? Because I think the senior age demographic starts around 55 now. So what do they call elderly?
They say age of 60.
Yeah, 60 and up.
Yep, 60 and up. Yeah. Tech support scams usually involve scammers claiming to be support from a legitimate company and informing the victim of fraudulent activity or potential refund or a subscription service. Oh my God. The scammer tells the victim that they have a refund for the victim. However, money can only be sent by downloading a software that allows the scammer to review the victim's bank account. Yo, I watched the movie by Jason Statham. That's the transporter guy, just in case y'all don't know. And Felicia Rashad is the woman. It's a movie about this. And they do it the same way. and they scammed her. They told her the only way that she can receive like a refund of some type is if she gives them access to her accounts, and she did, and her money was gone within like seconds, minutes actually, and they wiped everything out.
I can't believe old people are falling for those scams, because at the tender age of 45, I have trouble downloading anything. You cannot call my phone and tell me to do something technical, and I'm going to go do it by myself.
Yeah.
I'm calling somebody.
Yeah.
I'm calling my daughter. I'm calling one of y'all. I'm calling somebody younger than me to help me.
That's what Phylicia Rashad did in the movie. She called her daughter, but her daughter didn't answer, so she was like, well, I guess if you say so, you know. But it's just preying on these elderly people's like kindness, and the fact that these people are really nice when they call them.
Yeah.
They make it seem like they know everything about them because they somehow hack into your system anyway. But they can't get your money until you actually give them a number, like an accounting number, a routing number, or something like that.
That's a damn shame.
It is.
There's a special place in hell for people who take advantage of the elderly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So the FBI financial crime section is doing something about this. They're trying to. They are encouraging financial institutions to do more in protecting elderly from scams.
Damn. Protect the old people. That was front page news. Now we got Kadeem Hardison coming up next.
Hey.
Kadeem Hardison, yes, Dwayne Wayne, he's got a line of glasses. He's finally put out his own line of glasses with Deemed. So you can get the Dwayne Wayne glasses. Plus he's on the series finale of Grownish this season. And he's on The Shy.
The Shy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll talk to him about that and much more on the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The legend.
Kadeem Hardison.
Yes. What?
Welcome back.
Let's go.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro. I've been running around New York, promoting The Shy, talking about the tour, talking about some glasses. Got glasses.
Hey, man. You got your own line of Dwayne Wayne flip-up glasses.
I should have did it.
It's about time. It's about time.
Where was you?
Why now?
Because we can give back a little bit.
Okay.
We can put it into a scholarship fund. If we sell them, we help somebody go to school, learn. It seemed like a good idea. This guy here said, hey, you ever wanted to do a glasses line? And I was like, yeah. And then we found these girls in Brooklyn. Brooklyn Stand Up.
That's what's up.
Vontel is the name of the company, Tracy and Nancy. And they make glasses and they sell glasses. And we paired up with them, and I told them exactly how I wanted them and what I wanted them to do, and they made it happen.
You popularized that style. It's not even close.
Absolutely.
It's not even close.
But how can we order them, first of all? Because I got to order. I got to support.
Yeah.
Vontel.com.
You got some pairs over there?
Oh, let me get a pair.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
When you started wearing these, were they for prescription, or you just was trying to look cool?
No, the executive producer at the time, a woman named Ann Beast, who's passed away, rest in peace. She saw him in a David Bowie concert, and she came to me 2 days before we taped anything, because I was added to the show after about 4 episodes were shot.
Okay.
So they had to kind of shoot us and then edit us in. She came to me 2 days before we shot and had these glasses and was like, I saw these in a David Bowie concert. His bass player, somebody had them on. Would you like to wear these? You think you could work them in? And I thought, at the time, I thought the character was so corny. I just wanted to hide.
Word.
Like, this was the perfect little boom. I could just, if I didn't think a joke could work, if I didn't like what I was doing, I could flip them down and hopefully nobody would recognize me. Yeah. And I could go on and have a career afterwards.
And now look.
And look at
this. It's dope. Tell them again how they can get them if they want to order them.
Vontel.com.
Vontel.com.
Deemed. DEEMED. That's the name of the glasses.
Okay. Go get you the Dwayne Wayne glasses.
I love them.
Now, I saw y'all did a White House visit recently.
Yes.
The whole cast of The Different World.
Yeah. That was wild. I'm more comfortable at Comic-Con, actually. But they invited us, and Daryl Bell, who is our team leader, hooked this all up and got us in, and I was surprised at how overwhelmed I was. Because at first I thought this is going to be high security, it's going to be robots standing everywhere, it's going to be crazy. And it was just people in the building, just regular people in the building going to work. And then the whole fact that it's the house that slaves built, and then she was so warm and
Vice
receptive.
President.
Yeah, Madam Vice President, receptive to us and knew who we were.
She better. She went to Howard.
She went to Howard.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. When you do the gig, you don't really think everybody's paying attention. You hear from people and you know they're paying attention, but you don't really think the whole planet is paying attention. But yeah, she cleared the room and gave us a good 15 minutes and talked to us normal, and
that's dope.
Yeah, she was just dope. It was like I said, man, I was like, I don't want to go to the White House. What am I going to do in the White House? Let's go to Comic-Con. But
and how was it going on that tour? Because you've been in every HBCU, the White House, and you guys have been getting such a warm reception.
Yeah, it's amazing that the students, 18, 19 years old, they know us.
Yeah,
they scream like I'm Usher. I don't understand that part. I really thought it would have died down.
Reruns, man.
Nah.
Yeah, but
and the influence that show has had,
and
man.
it's the influence. It's the fact
ridiculous.
that we go into those schools and we're talking to them about school, and they're open. They love it. They scream. They love to hear the stories. They love to hear "Baby Please." They love all of that, and it's the retroactive love that's kind of overwhelming. Sometimes we get in there and we really are not expecting, or we're not expecting it to be like that.
Right.
We're expecting it to be nice. And they go in, they greet us like heroes or something.
You guys are to our community.
Absolutely.
If you got people out there who say, "Hey, I went to college because of a different world," that's a different level of impact.
That's me. I tell you all the time. That was.
And he Dominican.
I'm not Dominican. I'm black. He says that.
HBCU.
I'm Dominican. I'm black. I went to HBCU. But I was going to ask, you ever thought about putting the director's hat back on and creating that again, just different, a new day? Because you go into the HBCUs, you see how much it's needed, you see what the students like. You can recreate that because you know what works. It doesn't even have to be called a different world. It could be...
Right. We've been actively trying to do that for about 12, 15 years. And since we don't own it, and it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't have to be called that, but that's what everybody knows. The blueprint is there, and I never thought... For a long time, I thought this will never happen. It's not in the cards. It's not going to happen. We can't get the rights. They keep hemming and hawing. Now I say never say never. Because if Debbie gets excited about something, if we can get Debbie Allen excited about something, then anything is possible.
And clearly that setting still works because you're on Grownish now. And Grownish been along, how many seasons? 6 seasons?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah. When we did it, I thought this show should never end. I thought, yes, let me out, let Jazz out, let us grow on and go off and do stuff, but then bring new freshmen in and keep talking about what's going on in the world. Keep addressing the issues. Like it seemed like Soul Train, it should have never stopped. But it did. And now 35 years later, it's needed. I can see that it's needed. Hey, Jess.
Hey.
What's
How
up?
you doing?
Yo, I just love you.
I appreciate that. I'm happy to see that you're gonna be on the Shy. Once you're on the Shy.
Yes.
How did that happen? Were you familiar with the show before?
Yeah, I watched the first season and was in love with it, and then booked some gigs and went out of the country and da. And next thing you know, I turned around and they 5, 6 seasons in, and I was like, Lena. Put me on, Lena.
Stop playing. Don't be calling your company Hillman Grad and not look out for none of the Hillman Grad.
Lena, help.
Yeah.
I want to be on this show.
Who's your character going to be?
I played Professor Elijah Gardner. He is an English literary professor, and he is that favorite teacher that inspires his students to push harder. So the strike had happened, and everybody was out of work, and she called up and was like, I got something. You want to come? And I was like, yes, not even do I want to, and don't even send me a script. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was easy once we got out of the strike and everything. Then it really kicked off.
All right, we got more with Kadeem Hardison when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious and Charlamagne the God. We're still kicking it with Kadeem Hardison. Charlamagne?
We just had Kim Fields up here, and you made me think of something when you said you just called Lena, because I asked her what's more important to have black people behind the scenes or in front of the camera. So what do you think?
Behind the scenes. They create the jobs. They create the opportunities. We party with the people in front of the screen. You know, I mean, we all hang out. We know each other. There's a familiarity. There's a love, a trust. But behind the scenes is where the deals get made, but where the stuff happens. So it's good to know that she was inspired by us and named her company Hillman Grad and shot through the ceiling with her talent, and is able to say, okay, let me write something, let me create something, and let's start pulling them in. So yeah, I think it's more important to know people who write
Now, the Chi is very heavy Chicago based, right? And then you being from New York, did you have to like change anything? Did you have to be more Chicago? How did you prep for that?
Not really. I just kind of, I knew this guy. He's, for me, an extension of Dwayne Wayne. He's really like at the end of a different world. Dwayne was teaching, and he loved his students, and he had some run-ins with them. Sometimes it didn't go so well, but he was learning. And I think that Professor Gardner is an extension of that or evolution of that. So, I wasn't trying to do a Chicago accent.
Yeah.
I didn't go in there. No, I was just keeping it simple. And my actors, the cats I got to work with are phenomenal. And I didn't know their storylines. Like, I watched the first season, then I stopped and got busy, and then went and shot it. And didn't know who I was working with, or I'd dudes come up to me on the street. Hey, I'm Curtis. I'm like, hi, Curtis.
Hey,
Curtis. Oh, Curtis Cook. Right. Hey, Curtis Cook. I played on the show. Yeah. Oh, okay, right. Nice. Okay, yeah, but then I came back after I shot and watched them all, watched up until now, and
crazy series.
It's crazy, and they're all so good. I'm such fans now that I've seen them on. Now I know all of them about. Oh yeah, that's Duda. That's
yeah.
So yeah, it's been a fun ride on the show.
Do you still audition? I asked Kim this. Do you still audition?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Auditioned 2 weeks ago. Yes, sir.
But when it comes to auditioning, though, it's like you're a new person now, though.
Yeah.
You're an OG now. Like, it's a different thing. Like, they probably had a certain vision of you from the Kadeem Hardison they knew then.
Yeah.
But you're a whole different person now. Really, we all are.
Yeah. It's nice to keep reinventing the wheel. You know what I mean? I always thought I was a really good actor. And it wasn't until maybe 7 or 8 years ago that I saw something that made me re-believe it. Because for a while you go through a stretch where the jobs ain't happening. And plus I don't watch my stuff. I get hypercritical. So I'll leave it out there. That's for y'all. And y'all will tell me if you like it or but I'll wait 10, 20 years before I go and look at something. It took a long time to look at a different world. I watched we had a premiere party and I watched the first episode. And I never watched after that. I was really, Jesus, that's bad. I just felt that's not good. This is not what I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, but that's me. I see every ground ball I miss. You know what I mean? If it gets past me, then that's an error. And I'm like, I shoulda, I coulda. Why didn't I? So I watch it all like that. And then about 8 years ago, I watched Love Is. Just because I loved the other characters and what they were doing, and the other actors, and I wasn't in the way. I didn't get in the way. I was able to see it and was like, "Oh, that wasn't bad." And then I was like, "I'm getting better as an actor at 50."
So you never watched nothing? You never watched the wedding crashing scene? You never watched when you stopped the sexual assault? Like, you never watched none of that?
I watched the clips, but not when we did it. I did it.
Okay,
so I had the experience. The experience that I had doing it, talking to the actor, relating and being truthful was way better than the editor and the producer and the sound man could mix and come up with. When I watch it from outside of my body, it's completely different. But when I'm here, nothing's gonna ever touch that. That's why a lot of the greats go do plays, because they don't never have to see it.
One and done.
Yeah. And every night it's your show. The director can lead you up there, and then he has to fall back in the crowd with the rest of them. And you get to go on, and I may be this tonight, or I may be that tonight. And there's no judgment. You get to live it out as fiercely as you want. So yeah, I'm scared of plays. I've done 2.
I wanted to know, like, we look at characters that are iconic to us, and sometimes they can't get out of that character. Like, we've seen it with Steve Urkel. For some reason, he's always Steve Urkel, right?
Yeah.
And even to you to a part. How did you get out of that so people just didn't see you as that all the time? And was that difficult?
I think people still... Well, the people still see me as that. That's what resonated most with them. Some people love Vampire in Brooklyn. Some people always love to go to Sizzler.
Oh my God!
Yes. They do White Men Can't Jump. But I think the mass, they see me as that. And if that never changes, I'm okay. The industry, I couldn't get auditions for Singleton movies or any of those like hood movies because they thought I was a college kid. And I was like, I barely finished high school. Like, no,
damn, that's crazy.
I'm not the.
So you tried out for Boys in the Hood? You tried out?
I couldn't get a meeting.
Wow.
They was like, nah, we good.
Just a good boy.
Or they would cast it before. I was like, how these movies getting made? And I'm right here. Y'all know me. But I was like more Edge from School Days than Dwayne from a different world. You know, a mixture of the two. But I was like, I'm from Brooklyn. I could do that. I could do that. But I could never get a meet. I could never get a sit down.
You know, you said earlier that Darryl Bell was y'all leader.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So how do you even keep that band together? Because, you know, you got OG R&B groups that hate each other. How do y'all keep y'all band together?
We grew up together. We came to the city together. We came to LA together. We were all from somewhere else. We had each other to lean on. We needed each other. We hung out with each other. It was true love. It wasn't like fake. Shorty's the godfather of my kid. We are connected. We stayed connected. So that was easy. That wasn't. There was never any kind of like, I don't want to go if someone's going. No.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It is interesting too when you talk about the movie aspect of it, because I'm like, dang, you weren't in a lot of those 90s great
Not at all.
movies. You was Panther and White Men Can't Jump, School Days, but
And then there was a gap.
That's right.
After Panther, there was a gap, and I couldn't get none of them. I had to stay on TV. I did Between Brothers and some other things, but I couldn't get in because I got into this because I thought I was gonna be a movie star when I was 13. I thought I'm gonna be a movie star. That's what I want to do. And TV was kind of also ran like it just happened. But I really thought I'll do this different world thing for a couple of months, and it'll get canceled, and then I'll go be a movie star. Because I knew West was coming. There was some wolves in the pack. But yeah, I couldn't get in. I couldn't get in with those dudes.
Why was the transition so hard though? Because I think about somebody like Jada Pinkett Smith. She made the transition. She might be. I can't really think of nobody else, honestly.
Yeah. It was. I don't know. I think it went from, you know, you're an actor. Then they was like, no, we'll take the comedians. The comedians. We want comedians. Eddie kind of started it, but Eddie just blew it open for anybody young and black and sharp-witted. He just created that cavern for me and Martin and Will and everybody to run through. But then after that, it seemed like it shifted where after Cosby, of course, they wanted to do comedian shows based on comedians. They can write, they can be. And then being an actor kind of took a side road or back seat to it. So yeah, it was just, Tip said it, everything goes in cycles. So you wait for it to come back around, and it's coming back around. Wearing glasses, I used to hate those glasses. And it was really something that you used to hide behind. My mother was telling me last night, yeah, you used to hate them. I used to get the calls. You used to hate those glasses. I was like, yeah, but
did you hide behind the glasses because you didn't like the role, or just because you were dealing with like some type of imposter syndrome?
No. It was I didn't understand the role.
Okay.
First season, I just thought, this is corny.
I gotta go back to Brooklyn wearing these glasses. They're gonna kill me on the block.
Yeah, this is not going good. This is not. And then by the third season, Mr. Cosby said, okay, it's time to grow him up. Lose the glasses. And then kind of with that went most of the comedy or the silliness that I was doing in the first couple of seasons, which I embraced. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, it was calculated on his part to make him more of a man now. Like, he's had those, we did that, we seen him, he can do that. Now let's see what else is in the bag.
All right, we got more with Kadeem Hardison when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with actor. I call him an icon and a legend. You know him from A Different World. You know him from Vampires in Brooklyn. And now he's on The Chi, Kadeem Hardison. Now, you mentioned Wesley Snipes.
Yes, sir.
And I wanted to know, how competitive was it back then? Because you said you just knew he was coming. So it made me think of, like, you know, when you're in the NBA and then you got this college kid, you be like, oh, he's coming. He's about to be a beast. Was that the same way when it came to acting?
We needed him, though. Black dark-skinned brothers needed Wesley.
Absolutely.
We needed him.
Absolutely.
He just said that because he stabbed a light-skinned brother and everything. But I loved it. Cheered.
Beat him up. Yeah, I'm not the most competitive. I know what's for me is for me, and you can't really have it. But I knew the talent that was emerging. I could see it. I could see just in the bad video. I was like, who's that? Oof, geez, okay, another one, and then pop. it's less jobs for you. You know what I mean? When you think, oh snap, I'm out in front, and then all of a sudden you look and there's somebody here, and somebody here, and then how did he get up there?
And that was a music video. Like, that wasn't
exactly.
Even although Michael Jackson's music videos were like movies. Like, that was
Scorsese
a music
directed
video.
Yeah. So yeah, I just knew. I knew when I saw Tupac. I thought he was probably the most dangerous of all the young actors. And he was a rapper.
Why was that?
he could reach a depth. He got that Martin Luther King kind of energy that comes out of him. Even the way he talks is melodic. So when I see him on screen and I hear him talk, I'm like, now I'm hearing jazz for the first time. Now I'm hearing somebody that done broke the mold and is playing a whole different style. He's probably the one guy that I was like, oh boy, if he keeps on acting, I'm gonna get less and less.
What did you see him in? Was it when he did Different World or something else?
Juice.
Okay.
Was the one. Yeah, it was Juice.
So you was intimidated when he came on set?
No. Okay. No. Like I said, what's mine is mine. But I was thrilled that I got to direct him because all you have to do is say action and then cut. Moving on. Like there was no, I'm not sure about that choice. Maybe you wanna, bro, this is where you get to be. I'm a great director because look what I did. I had Tupac and Jada and Bumper and all of them. So they were all so good. It makes you look good. The best job a director can do is hire the right people. Get you a good DP, cast the right actors, or get good casting. And then the job, it starts to get easier, and then you can worry about the things you would worry about.
I was going to ask you that. What kind of person was Pac? Because I love hearing Pac stories just because him and Big, because they just such mythical figures.
Yeah.
So he was angry on set?
No.
Okay, what you mean? Okay.
Not in the space.
All right.
In the space, he was darling. But then I was out at the Beverly Center. Remember the Beverly Center? Anybody in LA? Beverly Center. So I was at the Beverly Center. I was a level up, and he was coming with, I think it was Yo-Yo and some friends, and they were coming. It was after rehearsal one day or something like that, and I saw him, and before I could say something, somebody on the upper level said, hey, that's Tupac, and then he was like, it's Pac money, and they started screaming like they was gonna do something. I was like, wow, bro, so mad. Like, yeah, they mispronounced his name. You could keep walking. But he wanted to make it a point, and I get it. It's a lot of bravado that goes on in hip hop, so you gotta stand up for certain things. But I didn't understand why he was that frustrated with the space.
Now you said you directed him. How was Cosby when y'all wanted to use Pac? Because I know at one time Cosby was like, I ain't messing with the rapidy rap.
Yeah, I never heard from him. Like I had 2 brief encounters with Bill, Mr. Cosby. Give him that. So we got the call through Debbie that it was time to grow me up. Okay. He showed up when Whoopi came to do the AIDS episode with Tisha Campbell. He showed up for some pictures, but he really, was behind the scenes. He made sure, he shot his show in Queens. He said, you shoot your show in California. There was no way to go, hey man, they won't let me. Hey man, they won't let me. Can you help me with? Nah, get out there, get your paddle, and get it home.
Wow. Have you had a role that's as fulfilling as your role as Dwayne Wayne?
Yeah. It's usually, for me, how much fun am I having on set? And few things can top A Different World because I did it for so long and I grew up and it was the beginning. It was really like my introduction to the world. So that's special, but I can't imagine I'll ever have as much fun as I did doing I'ma Get You Sucker.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Like every day, Keenan would come in and just be like, "Go, just let us be free." And and Damon, who was a huge influence on, huge like Eddie. Like I used to follow Damon around to the comedy clubs because I thought I want to do what he does. He's that good and that impression. He made that kind of impression on me that I was gonna do stand up comedy. And he talked me right out of it. He was like, "Bro, you have a TV show. This is what all the comics want. This is what you have is what we're all trying to get. You don't want to be doing this in little towns and staying in little hotels and getting up at midnight and going to a club and then doing 4 clubs." And I was like, okay, yeah, I think you're right. I don't want to do all of that. But yeah, working with him on Sucker, working with Eddie, which he was like an idol. You know what I mean? There was no bigger influence than Eddie on anything I've done. So to do Vampire in Brooklyn and to get the call from him saying, I seen all the tapes. You're the only one that could do this.
Wow.
It's like, what? That's dope. But tell him to get the money right. Yeah. It was incredible. Those times that I'll never forget. I just had the most amazing time on Teenage Bounty Hunters. 5-6 years ago. This little show where I was like, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try something different with my voice. I'm going to try something different with everything. I'm just going to see if I can dig deeper. And they let me do it. And one of the most fulfilling roles was playing Bowser. It was hard to shake. You know how, some people, they lose themselves.
Yeah.
Too far. But I was talking like that dude for like 2 2 years after that. I couldn't shake it out of my voice. I got so comfortable in it and was having such a good time with it that I was still talking like this here. I'm still walking around and going, hey, how you doing? That's all right. I was like, I couldn't find my register that I know that this is, and now I'm out of it, and it sounds weird because I was so comfortable in it. But yeah, I take the jobs for the fun. The money is a bonus. Actors that say we do it for free, you just pay us for waiting, standing around.
That's right. Hurry up and wait.
Yeah. So all of them have really been a joy because that's what I think I do best, even though I just realized it at 50. And it's the thing that gives me the most joy.
Well, we always appreciate you for stopping through.
Yes. Just even to get to sit down and build with you, man. You all the time. You an icon in our eyes.
That's right.
Shout out the glasses line again.
Yes, Vontel.com. Deemed is what they're called.
I love them.
All right.
Yeah,
thank you.
She got some. and promo code, that's right, Reboot Now.
Reboot Now.
You get a little bit off.
Okay.
And they go to a good cause. They be giving some money to some kids and hopefully get somebody into college.
There you go. Well, it's Kadeem, Hardison.
Yes, sir.
And it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is off today. Salute to the good brother Kadeem Hardison for pulling up this morning, man.
Yes.
Make sure you go get his new line of glasses deemed by Vontel.
By Vontel.
Yes.
Those girls are from Brooklyn, too, so
no, for real?
That's a dope collaboration,
yeah. He did say that.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Jess stole my brown ones. You gonna make me walk around in these pink glasses?
It ain't nothing that you don't want to do, sweetie.
Shut up. It's Jess With The Mess, and her news is real.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies, don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, so Simon Wabodia's company ordered to pay $900,000 private jet bill. So all of Simon's scams have been coming to light lately.
Damn.
His company, Simcoe Petroleum Limited Company, is reportedly being ordered to pay a debt of almost $900,000 in unpaid private jet bills. The exact amount is $887,000. The bill came after Simon's company failed to respond to a lawsuit by NetJets. NetJets is the air company that allows several people to own the same jet. So it's almost like a timeshare for jets. Simon's company entered an agreement with them in 2020, but didn't hold up his end of the deal. So in February of 2023, Simon was accused of breaching the contract and failing to pay $974,213.11. When the bill is already that outstanding, where do the cents come from? Like the 11 cents?
They want every penny.
I'm like, come on, yo.
I want every penny.
That's so messed up.
Why Simon out here just reinforcing all Nigerian stereotypes?
I have no idea.
Jesus Christ.
In August, they settled that Simon's company would pay $839,000 via monthly payments. Simon's company allegedly only made the first payment of $25,000 and then never made another payment. So he still owes $814,000 plus interest.
Portia don't want nothing to do with that bill.
Nothing at all, please.
Portia got up and walked away from the table.
Listen,
left him in the restaurant by himself.
Separate me.
Lord have mercy.
Raven Symone and her wife responds to death threats. I think this is so stupid and petty how people are treating her wife. Raven and her wife did an interview recently, Bottoms Up podcast hosted by Fanita. Shout out to that podcast. A clip from the interview surfaced. Fanita and Raven singing a popular song from the movie Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah girls, here we go, gonna rock the world. Party cause you know the future's all yours. Dance to your feet, don't touch the floor. Celebrate the day you waited for. Party like you're ready for so much more.
You know, I've never done a concert like that before.
Wait, I was just about to say, Fanita, you need to know that clearly Raven likes you because the fact that she just did that is wild. I am mind blown. I also have FOMO that I don't know what the hell you guys were just singing, number two, whatever. But that's crazy.
Well, like, what is the issue? I didn't get it.
So the issue is like, so she didn't know the song. Okay. And then you know how like people are so crazed out, right? Ravens fans and Cheetah Girls fans, they took that and ran with that. She said she didn't know the song. She didn't say that she didn't know who Raven was. Yeah, so they like, you know, if you're a crazy fan, then that's what people like. People do anything like and say anything.
Well, like, I didn't know the story, so I thought that she was gonna like play them rapping, and she was gonna say like the N-word, and we don't want to hear her say the N-word no more.
What?
Yeah.
No, she would totally not do that. So yeah, she ain't gonna do that. Stop playing. So some fans apparently were taking it as far as sending her death threats, forcing Raven and Miranda to address the issue. And this is what they said together.
I'm here with Miranda, my wife, to tell you to stop it in the comments and stop with the death threats in her DMs. It is disrespectful to her and in turn disrespectful to me. Stop it. It's really become wild.
Stop,
yo. I'm the air right now and letting you all know that I never have once said that I did not know who Raven was. I only ever said that I did not grow up watching That's So Raven. I did not watch her as a child. But since getting married and meeting her in 2015, I have seen the majority of her work.
Like, really? The things that y'all think y'all have to explain in 2024 is, like, insane to me.
Girl.
And Raven can tell the future, so she should know that, like, it's not going to stop the internet from attacking her wife.
First of all.
Especially at a time like this, after Kendrick Lamar has people raging war on white people.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess they told them they really going to threaten to kill her today again. I said, oh, God, Jesus. Like, but I just feel like you have to ignore that type of stuff. But also the people who send her death threats. If you see them, you're not going to kill her because she didn't know Cheetah Girl was like, let's just stop and be real with yourself. And other crazy news, Cameron weighs in on the Kendrick and Drake beef on a recent episode of It Is What It Is podcast. Cam and me shared their thoughts on Kendrick's diss record, Euphoria. And during the conversation, Cam called out an issue he had with some things Kendrick said.
No diss whatsoever towards Kendrick Lamar. Not even a little bit. Kendrick Lamar's wife is half white. She's mad. She's
don't say that.
She's light skinned.
Yeah, don't say that.
I'm saying, if you're accusing Drake, and I'm not taking sides, I'm just stating facts. If you're accusing Drake of being half white, and your wife, and you're using all this black card, your wife is half white. So how you attacking the man about something you're dealing with? And I don't care about that size. I'm just saying if you're going to use the black card, if that's what we doing. I'm just saying.
First of all, you can't accuse somebody of something that they are. Yo, he wasn't. I'm not saying, I don't think he accused him for being biracial.
Well, no, Kendrick wasn't saying Drake's not black because he's half white. He was questioning Drake's blackness because Drake wasn't necessarily raised black. He's questioning Drake's blackness in regards to culture. But Cam isn't wrong because a lot of people will perceive it that way, you know, and they will perceive it the way Cam said it. And they'll say, since your wife is half white, she can't say the N-word no more neither. That's what people will do at a time like this, because.
How do we know she say it, though?
We don't know. But it's just a joke now. You know what I'm saying? So when you see a light-skinned person or a biracial person, now you're going to say, you can't say the N-word no more. Like, it's just a joke. Like, Kendrick made it a joke. I think another angle Drake is going to take is he's going to call Kendrick a hypocrite, if not for his, wife being half white, but for his, an admission on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers that he had affairs with white women. Like, he talks about it on the song Worldwide Steppers, even though Kendrick has already put it out there already. Yeah. Drake will still use it against him. It's a great record, by the way, because he talks about his infidelities, and he does admit to sleeping with white women. And since Kendrick took the culture angle and says, you can't use the N-word no more, and he's questioning Drake's blackness, I think Drake's probably going to use that against him,
you can't sleep with my mother's side of the world no more.
That's right.
Period.
You can't be out here sleeping with my cousins and them.
Period.
All right?
I know that's right.
I know you say everything going to be all right, but it look like everything going to be all white. I know Drake coming.
You a clown.
I know he coming. I know he coming.
That's Jess With The Mess.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
Now you got to ask me a question, Jess.
Oh, yeah. Who you giving that donkey to?
Donkey of the day. Okay, it's going to a young man named Kanye. He's from Florida. He's insane. We'll talk about it 4 after the hour.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes, you are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money. Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
The Breakfast Club, bitches. Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
No, Duval, y'all do it to yourself. Okay, Donkey of the day for Friday, May 3rd goes to a Florida man named Kanye Edraziz Medley. Okay, he is 20 years old and hails from Clearwater, Florida. What does your Uncle Sharla always say about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today is no exception. See, this young man, Kanye, was arrested for domestic battery. a misdemeanor, and booked into the county jail. Okay, according to police reports, he attacked his sister during a domestic clash. Now, you know we don't condone any violence against women, and attacking your sister is complete nonsense. If you can't have a healthy conversation with a sibling to work out your differences, then you probably can't have a healthy conversation with anyone. But this case is slightly different because Kanye didn't attack his sister with his hands. Nah, Kanye decided to treat his sister the way Scissors fans treated her in Australia, and he decided to just throw something at her. Now, Jess, if I told you this man was 20 years old, his name was Kanye, but it's spelled Kanye. He's black, and he decided to throw a food item at his sister. And the food item hit his sister in the back of the head, and that's why he got arrested. If I told you to guess what food item he threw, do you think you could do it? I'm going to give you multiple choice.
Okay.
Okay. Was it A, sushi, B, meatloaf, C, fried chicken, or D, tuna tartare?
Oh my God. Fried chicken.
Why? Why? Why would you just assume it's fried chicken?
Because if it's like fresh out the grease and you throw it, some of that hot grease going to slide down her neck, that would be the only way that I feel like you would be arrested.
Okay.
What?
Red? If I did this to you, Red. If I gave you these same choices. Red's Puerto Rican, man.
I know.
I say Red. He's black. He's 20 years old. Okay? And he threw a food item at his sister. If I gave you those same multiple choice questions, what would you guess? Jess already guessed fried chicken. Is it A, sushi, B, meatloaf, C, fried chicken, D, tuna tartare?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the fresh fried chicken, too.
All right, now, don't be trying to gain no points now.
Why? Red, why? Why?
I can't come with it.
Say it.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it.
You better not say it.
Staying out of it.
All I'm saying is not a stereotype if it's true. Okay, not only do black people love fried chicken, everybody loves fried chicken. And historically, we love fried chicken because it was the only livestock slaves were allowed to keep. Chickens were the only livestock the enslaved were allowed to keep. And after emancipation, women, known as waiter carriers, would sell trays of fried chicken and biscuits to travelers at train stations. Okay, the only reason fried chicken became a negative stereotype was because in 1915, a man named D.W. Griffith used a film called Birth of a Nation to show a bunch of black elected officials being unruly, drinking liquor, eating fried chicken with their bare feet kicked up on the desk, just acting like savages. And the whole point of that scene, the message to the audience, was to show the alleged dangers of letting black people vote. This is not a YouTube conspiracy. This is historical fact. Do your own Googles and you will see. Now, the reason Kanye is getting donkey today is because he told police that the motive for him using poultry as projectiles is because he said he had not eaten and did not want the piece of chicken the victim offered him, so he became upset. Now let's do the math here, Jess. The man claimed to be hungry, said he had not eaten, so someone offers you food and you say you don't want the piece of food that they offered? Wouldn't that piss you off?
Absolutely.
He lucky he didn't get something thrown at him. He's ungrateful, he's unappreciative, he's unthankful, he's a thankless human. Beggars cannot be choosers, and I can't say that you was begging, but if you starving, one of the most incredible things a person can offer you is a piece of chicken. Now, here to elaborate on the goodness of fried chicken when you are hungry is the president of the Fat Lives Matter Committee, Big Mack. I want y'all to start playing Wobble Wobble whenever Big Mac comes through. Mac, talk to me about the goodness of fried
good
chicken.
people. This is a sad day as the president of the Fat Lives Matter Committee and a member of the Gut Gang and the Big Back Brigade. It hurts to see one of your members that fallen off track.
Talk to me.
This is just as bad as disrespecting the flag. You don't throw no fried chicken. Not even just as a fat person, as a black person. This breaks my heart. That's like saying I don't need lotion and you clearly ashy. It just don't make no sense.
And then when somebody give you something, because you know how we get the extra on our hands sometimes.
Right? Yeah, you
need to share.
Go ahead, break a little something. I took too much. There you go.
You got the nerve to say no and you ashy?
Come on now. It's sad to see. And from the book of Lizzo, you know what they say is, don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you hungry and you asking for food, somebody giving you food. Now here's my thing about that. Looking at Devil's Advocate.
Lizzo got a book?
No, she does not.
The Devil's Advocate side of it is, I asked for food. You gave me chicken.
Okay.
Growing up, the number one rule was don't eat the big piece of chicken.
Okay.
Now maybe it wasn't the big piece of chicken. Maybe it was a little thigh.
But
maybe a little
no. You only get the big piece of chicken if you are the provider. That's why the daddy historically got the big piece.
I understand, but
he
clearly
he was the provider.
He treated his sister like it was his girl, so clearly they got some things going on in that house. And you seen the picture of him; he's a little off.
If he paid for the meat in the house, I totally understand. If he ain't paid for the poultry, no, you gonna eat what I give
Listen,
you.
all Kanye's are a little bit off, so this is not far in between.
That's true. You know what, Mac? You ain't wrong when you're right. Please give Kanye medley the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
You know,
we're not about to offer you no fried chicken. Now.
You know, in the book of Corinthians, it says you be tripping if you throwing chicken.
It don't nobody say.
So he clearly does not read the Bible at all.
That's not it. That might be in the book of Clarence.
I know.
In the book of Corinthians. That's not in the book.
Even at the Last Supper, they were beefing and they ain't throwing no chicken. So I know.
That is true.
Come on now.
That is true.
That is crazy.
That was Donkey of the Day today. Coming up next, we have John Hope Bryant. It is a Friday. Today is a good day to learn something. Okay, it is the third day of Mental Health Awareness Month. But John Hope Bryant is going to come in here and talk to you about your finances real quick. Okay, he has some things that he wants to speak to you about in regards to financial literacy. Okay, so we have our guy John Hope Bryant coming in next on the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, we do.
John Hope Bryant. Welcome, brother.
I'm honored to be here, man.
How you feeling?
I'm blessed.
New book, Financial Illiteracy for All.
Not illiteracy.
No, financial literacy. That's right. I want people to know, who is John Hope Bryant?
I mean, other than God's child, I'm the largest minority owner of single-family rental homes in America.
Say that again, please.
I'm the largest minority, read black, owner of single-family rental homes in America. I own 700 homes.
700 rental homes. Wow.
Yeah, but to be structured, to structure it properly, I bought them through the Promise Homes Company over 5 years, which I was the sole owner of. I sold the company for $120 million. Christmas Eve 2021. Then I went to Taco Bell as the wire transfer was going through.
You went to celebrate with a Nacho Bel Grande?
At number one, hard shell. I also built the largest financial literacy organization in America. It's called Operation Hope. At Operation Hope, we're raising credit scores 54 points in 6 months, 120 points in 24 months. Nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points. We're lowering debt $3,800 and increasing savings $2,000 for somebody making $48,000 a year. So we're the only nonprofit in history ever allowed to operate inside of a bank branch, ever. So that means you're getting the bank out of the no business. No, I'm sorry, I can't make you a loan. And back into the yes business. Now, we think it's racism. It might be, but it also might be your credit score stinks. Half of black folks have a credit score below 620. Not poor people. Everybody. Latinos are right behind us. And so when you wake up in the morning, half of us are locked out of the free enterprise system. Ambassador Andrew Young would say, who was on that balcony when Dr. King was assassinated, he said to live in a system of free enterprise and not to understand the rules of free enterprise must be the very definition of slavery. So, DJ, to answer your question about, why the book, it's a civil rights issue of this generation, period. The last movement was in the streets, civil rights. This movement's in the suites, civil rights. The color is green, not black or brown, not black or white or brown or red or blue. It's green, and it's always been green. Slavery was about money. Whatever, if your day's not about God or love, your day's about money. But we don't understand money. We want to spend it, which is an emotional play, by the way, which is tied to our self-esteem or lack thereof. Which goes back to the mental health issues that you and I talk about. But we don't understand it. And you make, as I said earlier, you make money during the day, you build wealth in your sleep. So this is like everywhere and everything. I mean, you live in a capitalist democracy. America's the biggest economy on the planet, the sole superpower in the world.
And I wanted to set the table. Like, I'm glad. Like, I wanted people to know who you are.
That's just two of my five divisions.
Yes, but I want people to know who you are and what you've done, because we live in this world where everybody's a financial literacy guru and everybody's got a financial literacy book. It's like, no, John Hope Bryant is the real deal.
First of all, thank you for that. But it just drives me nuts, man. Like, do you want a surgeon doing cancer surgery on you, and they saw a video on YouTube? I mean, do you want somebody driving a big rig car that's next to you and your family, and they never took a driver's test? They'd like, oh, I got this. I mean, this is crazy. This is like nuts.
It's big business, though.
It is a big business, and folks, and you know, and God bless their hustle. But this is not something to mess with. People talking about the most important, other than your health and your spirituality. There's nothing more important in your life. This is like breathing. And you got folks selling books and tapes and seminars. And again, I'm not messing with anybody's hustle, but this is not something to play games with. And you cannot become wealthy by selling books and tapes on becoming wealthy. That's not the way this thing works. But that's a whole industry, and it just stuns me, man. I'm like, I've been in these boardrooms. I see the credit facilities. I don't see these people. I don't see the folks who are the financial influence. In fact, if you're doing that full time, all day, all night,
how could you possibly be in the streets doing what you're saying you're doing?
That part. No, I have 400 employees. That's full time, man. I've got a CEO of each one of my divisions. My payroll is $1.5 million every 2 weeks for the last 30 years. I mean, you can go pull up my tax returns. For my nonprofit, at least, you can pull up my tax returns. $72 million last year. I'm the largest black founded nonprofit founder who's running it in the country.
And what do you think about the Joe Biden was talking about raising the capital gains tax so that business guys who try to, like me, sell stuff and buy and sell for higher, they're going to tax you at he's trying to tax you at a 48% rate now. But what hurts is we just talked about all these minorities. A lot of them is the first time that they are millionaires in their family. So you got guys that are 100 millionaires, but now you make your first million, they taxing you 48%. How can that possibly be generational wealth when they cutting it in half?
So folks who don't own anything and don't realize that they're capitalists will be like, yeah, tax them, tax the rich, until they get that tax bill for that property they own. And like, whoa, I didn't mean me. So people say Warren Buffett's secretary, and I love Warren Buffett, by the way, he's a cool dude, I actually know him. His secretary pays more taxes than he does. Well, of course, she's a W-2 employee. So a W-2 employee is somebody who gets a paycheck. Buffett is not a W-2 employee. I look forward to the day I'm mostly not, but I look forward to the day I'm not a W-2 employee. Real wealth creation is about capital gains. Most taxes in this country are actually paid by people like me. And us, by the way.
That's right.
75% of all the tax income in this country comes from the wealthy. That's just a fact. The poor don't have the taxes to pay. And luckily, and I think appropriately, they get tax breaks. So that's one, but where does those taxes come from? It comes from capital gains and other forms of taxation. So the capital gains tax is about 20%. So if you're getting a W-2 check...
Explain what capital gains is for people that don't know in simple terms.
So let me back up. So if I'm getting a regular check, I'm going to pay 35% plus whatever the state tax and maybe it's the city tax. So I may be hitting, in California, maybe hitting 48% of your paycheck, unless you have some kind of carve-outs. And you're getting that every 2 weeks, right? If you're Tony Ressler, who's my business partner, who's the 200th richest man in the world, worth $10 billion.
Owner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Owner of the Atlanta Hawks. Well, that's what we know. He owns, him and Michael Arrighetti have Aries Management here, which you've never heard of before. That's $380 billion in assets under management. He gets no paycheck. But when he sells some stock, or he sells a piece of real estate, or he sells a company, there is a capital gain. There's a gain on the capital. And that one transaction is taxed. When I sold my company, I got the largest tax bill of my life. And I was honored to pay it. Now, did I work hard to get the number down? Sure, I did. But what I owed, I was honored to pay, because that means I made some money. I did well in America. So I'm not mad at paying taxes. I paid 7 figures that year in federal taxes alone. And then I had another high 6-figure tax in just my Georgia tax bill. I think my Georgia tax bill that year was $600,000. That was the easy tax. By the way, once you start paying taxes, you start being concerned about infrastructure. Absolutely. You start seeing potholes. Hey, man, fix these potholes. What's up with that? You know, why isn't the hospital working? The police you realize police work for you. That's right. It changed your whole mindset, right? But to come back to your point, I think that part of this is, I agree with a lot of what President Biden is doing. And there is no choice but him in the re-election. There is no rational choice. The other dude is a divider and got all kind of mental issues he needs to deal with. And it's just not, the Bible says a house divided cannot stand. It's just actually just good math. You cannot have somebody who's dividing people and you're trying to grow GDP. Hopefully we get to that in a minute of how definitely will how really diversity is the business plan for this country. So that one piece I don't know I'm down with. I think that you want to double the capital gains tax from 20 to 40, you may just literally just stop a lot of investment in this country, and you will crater the returns for the average person.
All right, we got more with John Hope Bryant when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with John Hope Bryant. Now, I got a question. You think it's a good time right now for somebody out there buying a house?
Absolutely.
With interest rates so high?
Interest rates are not high. I mean, you're prodding me. Look.
Because 4 years ago, they were, people were buying houses at 1.9, 2.5.
It's free money, DJ. It was free money. Come on, man. That was
now
free.
It's 7.5%.
It's like capital on crack. It was free money, man. Like, why was it free money? Because we had the 2008 crisis that almost cratered the entire dang on economy. People were, getting a mortgage loan and saying, what's the payment? And people were doing negative amortization mortgages, pick-a-pay mortgages, like pick my payment. It was crazy stuff. The trash man was getting $1 million house.
No interest only.
Interest only. Oh, my God. Negative amortization where you owed more after the payment you made than you owed before. I mean, God.
Goes in the back end. It was crazy.
So that the whole system went cray-cray. And again, Bill Clinton has a great quote. It's hard to get somebody to agree to the truth when the lie is paying your paycheck. So that 2008 was a lie paying the paycheck for Wall Street. And the government had to okay, we got to repair this. And of course, they did the thing with the deal with the banks. But then it's like, we got to get the cost of funds to a point where the economy is flowing. So they took it to almost zero like Japan did. And then when they tried to get everybody off the capital crack, Wall Street was like, every 3 or 4 years, Wall Street, no. Things are going to get really horrible if you raise interest rates. So every Fed chairman would try to raise interest rates, and Wall Street like, no. Wall Street was like, no. And there'd be some mini crisis in Wall Street, and whoever was president is like, whoa, not on my watch. So they had to wait. I hate to say it this way. They had to wait to a crisis that had enough credibility. That was COVID.
Wow. When
COVID hit, the policymakers were like, whew, because there's never been stimulus with a T in front of it, trillion, in the history of the world, DJ. Think about this. Never. No government has ever issued before the COVID $1 trillion anything other than treasury bills or something, right? So we had 6, 8, 9 trillion. So when people say inflation now, I'm like, no, you should be lucky the ship's not sank. Like, you should be lucky this is not the Titanic. The fact that we're arguing over 3% interest rates, the president needs to get a standing ovation. Like, we're the only growing economy in the world. We're the biggest economy in the world. And we went through the worst crisis since the Spanish flu 125 years ago. We went through it for 4 years, and the economy was shut down for 2. And here we are.
So what would you advise people who are listening right now, who might be a doctor, might be a bus driver, might, working every day? How would you advise them to set up for not only their future, but their children's future? So maybe they don't have to work for the rest of their life, and they can enjoy some of their life. What would you advise from there?
So first of all, get Financial Literacy for All. Get the book. I wrote the book because not everybody can be the clients of Operation Hope. Not everybody can have a conversation with me. By the way, when I go through airports, the TSA agents, yo, man, 680.
That's dope.
Yo, man, I'm 712. It is dope. They're calling out the credit score to me. That's exactly what you want. We got to make smart sexy again. We've been making dumb sexy for way too long. Dumbed down and celebrated it. So get the book. Have weekly conversations about money at the kitchen table. About the lights don't come on by themselves. Let's walk through the family budget. What does it cost for us to live? Let's buy that house in the hood. DA-HOD. Buy it, buy the worst house on the best block. Buy it, rehab it, live in it. Build some equity for 2 or 3 years. Take the equity, buy another house in a working class neighborhood. No mansions, no flossing. Buy it, rehab it, and rent it. Do that a 3rd time. You do that 3 times, you'll be a millionaire. That was my mother's story. That's Juanita Smith, who worked an hourly job at McDonnell Douglas Aircraft and died with $1 million net worth, having bought and sold 7 homes. A person listening to this with an hourly job can become a millionaire. Now, somebody says, well, John, where's the capital come from? Okay, here's knowledge. Earned income tax credit. Now, you earn $38,000 a year. You're listening to this program. You're a teacher. You have 3 children. Congratulations. You just qualify for EITC. If somebody says, what's that? All of you just hook that person up with a check. Because all you have to do is work and have children, in this example, and the government owes you, in this example, about $6,000. It's retroactive for 3 years.
Oh, there you have it.
Listen, if y'all want more of this great information, man, go get John Hope Bryant's new book, Financial Literacy for All, Disrupting Struggle, Advancing Financial Freedom, and Building a New American Middle Class. And you can subscribe to John Hope Bryant's podcast, Money and Wealth with John Hope Bryant on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. John is also, it's a privilege to have him on the board of the Black Effect as well. Absolutely.
I'm deeply honored by that. And I really, Dolly, I'm so sorry. I should have been talking about my podcast. I mean, I love my podcast on your platform. This is my chance to have a ministry of hope. This is my ministry of finance once a week on Thursdays to make this really approachable. Like, break it down, tell people how stuff works once a week, calmly, simply, take one topic. I mean, what we talked about today, this interview is probably 30 different topics, right? And a lot of people went over their heads. They got to do it on replay, right? I have 1 million viewers a week on my videos, and most of them are just watching it over and over again. People are ashamed to admit they don't understand money. They're ashamed to understand that they don't. People, I've had adults tell me, like, what's a stock? What's equity? They're ashamed. They don't know what FDIC means, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. They don't know what SEC means, Securities Exchange. And no one taught them. And now we feel dumb. We are not dumb.
No.
If you're making it in America, you are a genius. And now through this Money and Wealth podcast, you can, have your own university in your pocket. I want to have 52 episodes that you can give to your daughter, give to your child, get somebody getting married, give to that new parent, that new couple who's about to buy a home, right? Just listen, in your car and make sure you are building a legacy and a life and not just a bunch of generational debt.
That's right.
Marriage came from business. It was not a romantic concept. Marriage came from families trying to figure out how to join their economic interests. Then couples didn't even live together. They lived in different castles, different rooms, right? We've made this all about romance, right? And men are marrying girls from strip clubs and don't know nothing about them. And so she might be beautiful, but you might want to know something other than whether she's cute.
That's right.
When here's my drop the mic for this. When folks go to the club this weekend and you see somebody who's fine, brothers and girls, you see a dude who's handsome, get the name, get the number. And at some point, say, what's your credit score? And I'm only partially kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen,
John O'Brien. Follow him on Instagram, too. What is it on the gram?
It's John O'Brien everywhere.
At John O'Brien everywhere, man. Make sure you download the Money and Wealth podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. Get financial literacy for all. This is who we should be listening to in regards to financial literacy, man. John Hope Bryant.
That's right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. You know it's Friday, so you know what we do on Fridays at this time. It's called Pass the Aux.
Go. DJ, cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
We got Big Nyla.
What's up, girl?
What's up, guys? How you feeling?
Let me tell you how much of a hustler Nyla is. Nyla right now is she's currently at JFK Airport because she's flying out to the Lovers and Friends Festival to watch 100 people perform. Okay? But she's doing Pass the Aux from the airport.
Hey.
Yes, yeah, we are live from JFK. Shout out to Duce for actually sending me out to Lovers and Friends just to shoot some content. So I'm excited.
Okay.
But 100 people on the lineup is nuts. Why would they do this?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It makes no sense. According to Kendrick, that's how many Ghost Riders Drake has as well.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. On that note, let's get into the first record of the day. We got Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar.
You hear that? All the short men out there, the 5, 6, and unders, we whipping feet. You hear me?
That really triggered you.
Yeah, I love it. That's a great line. I'm whipping feet. I'm going to get to whatever I can get to.
It is.
Yeah.
Now we did a full breakdown of that record on Brilliant Idiots a couple of days ago. It's been a couple of days. How do you feel about the record now?
I feel the same way I felt when I first heard it. I think it's genius. When I first listened to it, I literally laughed because it was funny. The accent was funny. The punchlines were funny. But then now, as we see Twitter dissecting the record, I'm loving it even more just because of how, all the Easter eggs that are in the record. This is like Kendrick, as he said in Like That, what is it? Money, Power, Respect. The last one is better. Kendrick's pen is like the utmost respectable.
Absolutely.
Just because of how layered it is. So, yeah, I got 4 black grandparents, like Twitter's been saying. I'm Team Kendrick right now. I know people are saying Drake is up. I think academics and them are saying Drake is up. But to me, I don't see how.
they're even on the scorecard right now. If anything, they're both even right now. Because I factor in Like That and Euphoria with Push Up and the AI record, Tailor Made.
You think it's even?
I don't think it's even. I don't.
If
I mean, he said if anything, but I don't think it's if anything. It can't be a tie.
Yeah, you can't. But they just can't. You can't definitively just be like Drake is up either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't.
I feel like
Kendrick got a
only
slight
even.
edge. If Kendrick is up, it's a slight edge.
Yeah, but he got it right now until further notice. But I feel like it's not even only because I feel like Drake has to have some deductibles because his first rollout got stepped on. The record came out with the wrong beat and then came out with a new beat an hour later. Then the AI record got taken down off the DSPs. Like, it's hitting, but then it like goes away, or it's like it's always something in the moment that's getting.
But then people they'll deduct from Kendrick for waiting too long. Like you can do that all day. I'd rather just look at the music.
And I feel like it's even in a sense of sportsmanship. Sure, like they're both ready for war, but to me, on a rap competitive level, I'm giving it to Kendrick right now. The intro, he came out blazing.
Yep.
And then also just because Push Ups was such a great record, like a great comeback, and he's addressing everybody, I was concerned about how Kendrick would approach the next record, and he did not fail me. So I guess that's why I'm like.
Well, Drake, you on deck. You on the clock. What we got next?
All right, next up, I'm gonna go with Saba. He just dropped a new record. And it's about his lock journey, like his relationship with his hair, and it also features my friend OG and Jordan Ward, and the record is called Head Wrap.
See, those are the type of concepts I like.
I do like that.
I don't think I've ever heard a record about somebody talking about their lock journey, because it really is a journey.
And it's a whole thing. Like, people love their locks. Like, the whole lock journey, that's like a whole movement, okay? We don't appreciate it enough for people. That's why I know I got the fake ones, but the real ones, like, 'cause my boyfriend have locks, and it's like a lock connection. They don't even like when you say dreads. They call them locks, so.
I think my wife wants, she about to go on her lock journey. So.
I know she was telling me that'll be dope. Yeah.
So I appreciate that song. What we got next, Nyla?
Okay, now speaking of hair wraps, Erykah Badu and Rhapsody got together for this one. Her next record off of her album 3 AM.
Man, Erykah Badu and Rhapsody.
That collaboration got me excited.
Two of my favorite artists, two of my favorite people. I'm crashing something about both of them.
Rightfully so. I'm excited, man. I think Rhapsody's been doing a really dope job with this rollout because she's not just going to the big dogs. She's touching all the people at all levels. So it's cool to see that she's back outside.
And this is off Rhapsody's upcoming album?
Yep. Dropping in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Nyla's about the board. Nyla, tell them what you got coming up, the Certified Vibe, all that good stuff.
Oh, yes. So Certified Vibe is going down in D.C. Saturday, May 18th. It'll be headlined by They and Nucci. You know, we're going to have a go-go band in the building, so I think it's going to be really, really dope. And then also, if you guys don't already, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Nyla Symone, NYLA SYMONEEE. We got playlists, Afrobeat playlists, R&B playlists, rap playlists, and just general playlists with some of these records that we talked about today.
Okay, and I like your sweatshirt. Is that a South Carolina Gamecock sweatshirt?
I don't know if it's all that. It's Carolina though. I got
that's the Gamecocks. Oh, you got it at Dreamville Fest?
Yeah.
Well, they using our colors. That ain't Fayetteville colors.
What do you mean they using our colors?
That's Gamecock colors. Yes, Carolina with the garnet. That's the garnet from the Carolinas. Garnet and black is Gamecock colors.
That's where I thought.
You know the festival is in Carolina.
Not South Carolina though, but it's all good.
Y'all cousins.
That's right.
The red and white remind me of like the backwoods though. I was like, okay.
Oh, it do.
It is. It is backwoods. It's backwoods flipping the Carolina thing for Dreamville.
Hey, what a collab. That's what's up.
You know what? Now backwoods, I feel like y'all gotta cut me a check for this promo.
Right.
Dang. You don't even smoke backwoods. You don't even got nasty black lips.
Oh, no.
Wait, I don't either, actually. But it's okay. Shout out to backwoods.
All right, Dollar, go catch your flight. Thank you for doing Certified Vibe from the airport.
No problem. Later, guys. Have
Peace.
a good weekend.
Now, when we come back, right, Jess, there's this thing called the People's Choice Mix that Envy does.
Okay.
Envy ain't even here today.
So I got a mix?
No, you don't have to mix too. But he pre-records the mix and he talks on it like he been here the whole time. Does that make sense to you?
No.
And then he be asking people to call in for requests. It don't make no damn sense. But that's what we got coming up next, the People's Choice Mix with DJ Envy right here on The Breakfast Club.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Yep, world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is off today. But, you know, May 5th is not just Cinco de Mayo. It is National Silence the Shame Day. So we could not have National Silence the Shame Day be happening without talking to the founder of Silence the Shame, Miss Shanti Das. Good morning, Shanti.
Good morning. It's so good to be here.
How you feeling?
Good to have you. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
It's a little cool in New York. It's kind of hot in the A, but I'm feeling good. God woke me up this morning. So.
And it's so bipolar here in New York. Like 2 days ago, girl was like 90 degrees. And then now it'll be 49 today. So.
It's like that in the A too a little bit. But congratulations to you. It's an honor to be on the show with you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Now, May 5th is National Silence the Shame Day. For the people who are new here, what is National Silence the Shame Day?
Yeah, so, my nonprofit, Silence the Shame, we exist to empower and educate communities around mental health and wellness. And so I made up my own day in 2017, and we got like 90 million impressions that year. And so I thought, okay, let me apply to the National Day Register. So it's a day of awareness. It's actually an official day. And so we utilize that day to really continue to normalize the conversation, encourage people to post, encourage people to donate to our organization, because we are still a small nonprofit doing mighty work. And we also have an app coming out on May 5th. So, so I'm really excited about it. 2 years ago, we partnered with Darrell Booker at Microsoft, and they included us in their global hackathon. And so here we are 2 years later. It's a free mental health app.
Wow.
Called Silence the Shame.
Okay.
If you have an iPhone or Android, you can download it, and it's going to have daily content, updated mindfulness moments, daily dosage. So we might be able to, repurpose content from a lot of our old community conversations, new conversations. As you know, we've had a lot of artists to support us and athletes. And so we want to be able to put that content back out there in addition to new content. Of course, educate the community around different mental health challenges and be able to push resources. And again, the goal is to provide accessibility because so many people in our community still don't have access to the basic
like Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
I like that idea because so many people are also addicted to their phones, and we know that social media is causing so many mental health issues. So if you're
100%.
already addicted, why not give them something good to make a habit every day?
Absolutely. And as you said, this smartphone right here, is challenging for some, but it can save lives as well. So we want to meet people where they're at. That's why we're so excited about the app. And then also, we're going to be doing Instagram Lives all day. Again, continuing to normalize the conversations. So we're going to be talking to Krista Renee, the actress from Sisters, who is our official ambassador. Also, Dr. Raquel Martin, who is a phenomenal sister out of Tennessee. And she is a psychologist. My brother, Ronnie DeVoe, who is also a board member of Silence the Shame. Your girl, my girl, Angela Rye is going to come on and talk. We're going to just do 10-minute segments. Lamar Rucker, ESPN host, Elle Duncan, our boy, King J. Barnett, and so many others. So we're just going to open up, the IG Lives and hopefully get people to either share or just learn a little bit about why these people focus on mental health. The one thing I am excited about is, this generation is openly talking about it, right? One of my friends said his son is 10 years old and was like, Dad, I think I need to talk to somebody.
Oh, wow.
10 years old.
My daughter does that at 8. Yeah.
And so, and it's a testament to you too, right? You're normalizing the conversation right in your own household, and we have to continue to do that. But I think, even just from still talking to some of my colleagues in the music business and other places, the resources are there, but not everybody are using them.
That's right. So. Like my oldest is 15, and she was talking to people that talk to a therapist at 13. And not because anything is necessarily wrong. It's just like, why not? Like I treat it like going to the gym.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And to that point, our theme this year for National Silence the Shame Day and Mental Health Awareness Month is redefining mental wellness. Simply put, making sure everyone knows that it affects your overall well-being, your mental, your physical, and your spiritual life. It's nothing that people say, oh yeah, I know about that thing, mental health. No, we all have mental health. Yeah. It's how you think, how you act, and how you feel. So we just want to kind of redefine it and celebrate taking that journey of your emotional well-being and making it a part of your everyday regimen.
What have you learned new about yourself over the past year in regards to mindfulness and mental health?
Wow. I learned that one, I'm a little bit more of an introvert than I thought I was. Kind of being out there and having to promote. I feel like from doing my prayer and meditation in the morning, that I really like kind of being by myself. I like to travel by myself. I love those introspective moments. And it's important for me to start my mornings like that. in the quiet, in the still, without the noise. And I used to be the girl like, I'm on, let me see what's going on Instagram. Like, I would start my day like this, almost sleeping like this. And I realized, like, I need that peace and quiet, and I need to embrace those, moments where I feel like an introvert, or where I feel like I need to just find that balance within myself before I even start calling people or texting or sending emails or taking meetings. Like, I need that quiet time. And I really realized, like, I love myself.
You think COVID changed that? I feel like COVID made me more introverted too.
Absolutely. And I think for the first times we had to sit still. Some of us were with family members, some of us were by ourselves. And you had to really figure out, like, do I really like myself? Am I proud of the person that I am? How am I handling things? And so I just had to take some hard looks at myself and really work on getting to be the person that I wanted to be. Because, I've been in and out of therapy, over the years. I'm still grieving the loss of my mom and sister the last 5 years. But just being able to celebrate and know that I'm enough. And it took a while for me to sit there and feel like I was enough, because, walking away from the music business, who does that? That's right. At the height of their career. And there were times where I felt like I was less than, seeing my peers still in it, and, not necessarily having the same amount of, commas behind those, dollar signs, and doing something different. But I'm out here doing God's work. I feel like I'm doing my purpose-driven work, and I'm just really excited to be working alongside such great team members. We have 6 staff members at Silence the Shame, but like, that's such a blessing. Like, I walked away from it all. I left it all.
But this work is more fulfilling, though.
It is, and I have my own staff. I'm my own boss, and we're saving lives.
Well, we're talking to Shanti Das. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. National Silence the Shame Day is May 5th. When we come back, we're going to talk to Shanti some more. I want to talk to you about the great Rico Wade, too.
Yes.
When we come back. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is off today. We are here with Shanti Das, the founder of Silence the Shame, and National Silence the Shame Day is May 5th. Now, Shanti, just recently, sadly, you had another passing. Hip hop had another passing, the great Rico Wade, and you worked for Rico.
Well, I worked with Rico.
With Rico, yeah.
Because I got hired at LaFace Records in 1993 and met at L.A. Reid, introduced me to Organized Noise in a little group called Outkast. And he was these are your guys. This is what you're going to be responsible for, promotions, and then eventually doing marketing. And so meeting Rico for the first time, I was like, he is so Atlanta, but he was so passionate. And he was really like the spokesperson for Organized Noise. Ray and Pat, shout out to Ray and Pat, but they were mostly, in the studio, but Rico was the one coming up to the label, taking the meetings. And I literally used to go to the dungeon, and we've all seen pictures of the original dungeon.
I love your throwback pictures of the dungeon. The pictures of you and Rico and Outkast.
It's red clay on the floor, right? Plaques and speakers all around, but those were like incredible moments, and who knew the impact that they would have on Southern hip hop. Rico always said, we always had Southern rap in Atlanta, but the trajectory of Southern hip hop really changed after Outkast and Goody Mob were born, and it, all because of Organized Noise.
How did the passing of Rico Wade impact you personally?
It was really difficult. I remember getting that call, a couple weeks ago on a Saturday morning, and it was like time stood still, and I had just talked to Rico like a few weeks before that. I had just talked to Rico a few weeks before that, and we were going to do some things together, and he was just so energetic because he was a little sick as well. In February, he had had surgery, and he felt like, that God had given him another chance. And I guess, now God was preparing him to welcome him into the kingdom. Little did we know. But I cried a lot. I went over to the studio that day to see Big Boy and Killer Mike and some of the family members in the Dungeon family. It really is like a family. We may not always talk every day, but we came up together. We were kids in this industry. And I feel like we changed the world.
100%.
Like, look at Atlanta now. It is still, I know New York is the birthplace, and I give New York all the props and the mecca of hip hop, but I feel like this generation,
absolutely,
Atlanta is still setting the tone and the trends for hip hop. It's undeniable. And we have Rico Wade and Organized Noise to thank for that.
What tips would you give women who are coming to work and they're pregnant and, like say after 9 a.m. they don't feel like being bothered anymore with like the job, and, they get quiet and like don't want to talk?
Girl, we talking about me.
No, I'm just saying,
we talking about me.
I'm just saying, what tips would you give to women?
first of all, you got to give yourself grace because every day is different. We have to give ourselves grace, and our colleagues have to give, you know, their employees or whoever's experiencing that grace because every day is different. And for women that are pregnant, you know, your hormones are all over the place. And for somebody like me, the auntie in the room, I'm 53, but I'm dealing with menopause. And there are some mornings where, like, my mental health and my thoughts are racing and all over the place. And so I just tell people, like, I think it's okay to say, hey, you know what? It's one of those days.
Yeah. That's right.
Like, y'all know that, like, I love y'all, but I'm not feeling my best self today.
Yeah.
So please give me that grace that I need. It's not personal. I'm not trying to be a bee or anything. I'm just having a moment.
And that's what I think I do. I don't really vocalize it, you know, just because, you know, this is my job, and I love the people I work with. You know what I'm saying? So
even me,
it's just yeah, even you. So like I'm 6 months pregnant now in my 3rd trimester, and I'm like,
congratulations.
Thank you. It gets harder getting up every morning. It gets harder and harder, you know, because baby's growing. I can't sleep on my stomach, of course, and sometimes not. Most of the time, not even my side. So don't get proper rest, but girl, just be a lot.
You got to be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
We just had so May 1st is Black Children's Mental Health Day in the state of Georgia on behalf of Silence the Shame. And we had a art contest with kids, and the theme was a kind mind.
Yeah.
And so you got to be kind to yourself when you have to realize, like, every day our emotions are going to be different. You don't know what's going to be triggering you. You don't know how you're going to be feeling. And so if we just at least have that open dialogue and tell each other what we're experiencing, we don't have to share it all. Say, hey, you know what? I need a little grace today. Give me some space, and I'll be back to myself tomorrow. It's just about being open and communicating. Communication is key.
I agree with that, because I don't feel like when it comes to women being pregnant, we always look at it as a physical thing, but we don't focus on the mental and emotional toll it takes, especially women that are getting up every day going to work.
100%. Yeah, and women in general, especially Black women, we have so much to deal with, even from a medical perspective, right? Like showing up and making sure that we're getting the proper care. We talk about maternal health and that sort of thing. And so, again, let's support our Black women, and even just Black women in the workplace in general. We always show up and people think we're these super women, right? And so my message this morning to all my sisters out there, especially sisters of color, give yourself permission to take that cape off, right? And to be who you need to be. I think it's a really dangerous narrative when they're always talking about the strong Black woman. Yes, we are strong. We've been resilient since the days of slavery. But if we don't allow ourselves to pour back in, to have those moments where we have to navigate through our tough feelings, and to give ourselves permission to see a therapist, or to give ourselves permission to set those boundaries in place, it could be really dangerous for us in the workplace, within our families, with spouses and loved ones and couples. You got to take time to just stop.
That's right.
And quiet the noise, and be okay with just being who we are. We don't always have to be up and show up and be strong every single day, because life be lifing.
That's right. That's right.
Yes,
how can we support Silence the Shame on this Sunday, May 5th?
Yes. So a couple things. So first of all, visit our website, silencetheshame.com, or follow us at Silence the Shame on Instagram. We're having these virtual banners again, so you can upload your own photo or video, so you can become a mental health champion. You can text the word SILENCE, SILENCE, to donate. You text the word SILENCE to 707070. And then also check out our Instagram lives. Like I mentioned, so many great people, from Crystal Renee to Angela Rye to King J. Barnett, L. Duncan, and so many others. And let's continue this conversation. May 5th is really the launch and kickoff. But, we're in this to win it 24/7, and we're trying to do this work. And the last thing is download our app. It's free. Don't judge us, y'all. It's the first iteration, so you know how technology is.
Yeah.
But let's celebrate the fact that there is another resource, particularly for communities of color, that provides, free content and wellness strategies. And I also just want to shout out a lot of our hip hop friends, like Lil Jon or Andre 3000, that are doing these albums, right? To me, that are from a place of wellness and meditation. And shout out to Frank Ski, who just released an album called Climate Change. I tell y'all, it's like different sounds from around the world, the Great Barrier Reef and different things, but it's so dope. And I've started my morning for the last week with it. Wow. And it just puts me in such a great place of calm. It's like 9 tracks. So I just love that, like, our Black men are really leaning into mindfulness and meditation. And again, we have people like you, Charlamagne, to thank, because you post about it, you talk about it, and you really live in a place of wellness and peace. And I love you for that.
Thank you, Shanti. Love the work that you're doing too. Make sure you support Shanti Das. Silence the Shame Day is this Sunday, and also important, donate.
Yes,
donate to Silence the Shame.
Please donate. And I also just want to mention I have my own podcast called The Mebo Show.
Yes.
MI for Mind, BO for Body. And the new episode launches on May 8th with D Nice, and we're talking about black men and mental wellness.
Make sure you subscribe and download that. Shanti, thank you for coming always. It's Shanti Das. National Silence to Shame Day is this Sunday. It's the Breakfast Club. That's where you at this weekend, though.
I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. My flight is about to board, so can't do any interviews. I was like, no. But yeah, I got to get out of here today, y'all. Y'all meet me tonight at Louisville Comedy Club. We got 2 shows. I believe one is at 7:30. The second one is at 9. Get your tickets if you haven't yet. They are almost sold out for tonight, and I believe they are sold for tomorrow. But it's also Derby weekend in Louisville, so people was in the comments like, you coming on Derby weekend? I'm like, oh my God, what's that? That's like the horses and all that, right?
What is Derby weekend?
Derby weekend in Louisville. They bet on the horses. Like, they be serious down there.
Got you.
Baltimore do one too at Pimlico, at Pimlico every year. But I had no idea of that, y'all. I might see some horses run myself. But
so it's the Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby.
The Kentucky Derby.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me look at your shows. All right, 9:45 p.m. is sold out. Well, the premium tickets are sold out. It's a few
for tonight.
For tonight.
Okay.
A few general admission left.
Okay.
7 o'clock, same thing. For tomorrow. Premium is sold out. To be honest with you, I don't know. It just says sold out.
Yeah.
For your 9:45 show too.
Yeah.
The 7:30 show tonight. The 7 o'clock show tonight said premium sold out too.
Yeah.
So y'all go on the website and look.
Just go on the website and look, y'all. But I don't know. I might want to see some horses. So if that's happening earlier in the day, I'll definitely check that out with y'all. But I will be there landing today. Also, I need a real good MUA. All right.
What is that? Oh, makeup artist.
Yeah, makeup artist. Okay. And somewhere to eat.
What if they make you look like a horse?
Bye. Whatever. What's the positive note, Joe? Because I don't have time.
The positive note is simply this. The positive note is simply this. Responsibility is accepting that you are the cause and the solution of the matter. Okay? This weekend, I want you to think about that. Responsibility is accepting that you are the cause and the solution of the matter. Responsibility, accountability, whatever you want to call it, you are the cause and solution of it. Have a great weekend.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?